Konnichiwa and welcome back. This is Madison Sensei from the Okinawa School of Foreign Languages. In our last video, we talked about what IELTS is all about. Today, we're going to take a closer look at the 4 sections of the IELTS Academic Test, which are reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So let's get through each one. First, the listening test. The IELTS listening section is all about checking how well you can understand spoken English in different situations. It takes about 40 minutes, divided into 4 parts, has 40 questions in total, and each question is worth 1 mark. Just a quick reminder, there's no penalty for wrong answers, but the audio is played only once, so make sure to listen carefully. As I mentioned, the listening test is made up of 4 parts. Part 1 involves a conversation between 2 people in an everyday situation. Part 2 features one person providing information about something. It could be about a product, service, or like a tour guide talking about the location. Part 3 consists of a discussion between up to 4 people in an educational or training context. And Part 4 is a talk, usually by a professor or lecturer on an academic topic. Moreover, there are 6 question types that may appear in the IELTS listening test. There is a multiple choice, matching, plan, map, diagram labeling, form, note, table completion, sentence completion, and lastly is the short answer question. Before we move on, here are some of my top tips to take note of. First, skim and scan the questions before you listen. Watch for paraphrasing, and you also need to watch out for your spelling and grammar, or else you will not get a score. Moving on to reading test. It's all about assessing different reading skills, such as understanding main ideas, finding details, and recognizing the writer's opinion. This part lasts for 60 minutes, has 40 questions in total, and includes 3 sections. These sections are taken from books, journals, magazines, and newspapers, with the sections increasing in difficulty. And here are some of my tips for taking the IELTS reading test. First, don't try to read everything word for word. Practice skimming and scanning to find answers faster. Also, pay close attention to keywords in the questions and highlight them. They'll help you locate the correct part of the text. Lastly, time management. Never stuck yourself for long on just one question. Then comes the writing test, which lasts for 60 minutes and has 2 tasks. For task 1, you'll describe either a graph, chart, table, or a diagram in at least 150 words and 20 minutes. While in task 2, you'll write a formal essay in at least 250 words for 40 minutes, expressing your opinion or argument on a given topic. Tips? First, analyze the question and plan your answers before writing. Organize your ideas clearly from introduction, main points, and conclusion, and answer both parts of the question. Remember, task 2 carries more weight than task 1. So spend a bit more time on it. Lastly, proofread your work. Check the spelling, grammar, even punctuations. Finally, the speaking test. This part takes about 11 to 14 minutes and is divided into 3 parts. In part 1, the examiner will start by asking general questions about you and familiar topics such as your home, family, work, studies, and interests. This section lasts about 4 to 5 minutes. In part 2, you'll receive a task card with a topic. You'll have 1 minute to prepare, and then you'll speak for up to 2 minutes. After that, the examiner will ask a few follow-up questions related to the same topic. Finally, part 3 is a discussion where you will answer more in-depth questions related to the topic from part 2. These questions focus on broader or more abstract ideas, and this section also lasts about 4 to 5 minutes. In this test, you just have to speak naturally. Give broad examples that support your answers, and don't panic over mistakes. Just be confident. And that's it. Those are the 4 sections of the IELTS academic test. If you're planning to take IELTS classes, you don't have to look far. Gaigo has everything you need. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
英語がキャリアになる専門学校、沖縄ビジネス外語学院 IELTS 対策講座申し込み受付中。